Hello everyone, my name is Gamer, and today I upload my first video ever. A text-to-speech narrated Skyrim playthrough. Now, while the Imperials carry me to my untimely demise, let's talk about what I'll do in this run. I cannot deny that I'm not new to Skyrim. I have about 500 hours in this game and all the achievements in both Xbox One and 360. However, I've never played with survival mode turned on or gotten to level 100, and so, in this series of videos I'll complete Skyrim with survival mode turned on and get to level 100, ending it all by killing the legendary dragon that spawns in Arcwind Point. Say hello to Dro'bar everyone, our resident khajiit vigilante and blacksmith enthusiast, born under the Etron Act and jailed for killing a Dunmer noble. While Orc or Redguard would be best for our combat purposes, I really enjoy playing with the beast races. The Argonian's his skin is top tier for tanking a lot of damage, but khajiit doesn't need no fancy cold blood to kill, all he needs is a sword and some nice thoughts. Unfortunately, his head is about to go into a box. What a shame.
Centinelas, ¿qué veis?
Oh. Never mind, a flying Argonian just killed the executioner. Now Alduin here has claimed that our hovercraft is full of eels, so we'll need to become big and strong and beat him up for this, but first, we need to get out of Helgen. We'll ignore all of the death and destruction and go straight into Hadvar's side of the keep, that way we can get some more stylish gear.
Ya está. Echa un vistazo alrededor. Debería haber equipo de sobra entre el que elegir. Voy a ver si encuentro algo para esas quemaduras. ¡Allá! ¡Libertad o sobeca!
Of course, we ignore the ugly Imperial armor. Instead, we'll go beat up these Stormcloak soldiers. Not only because they are in the way, but because their gear is simply more pretty. Plus this iron greatsword will do nicely as our first weapon. As you can see, blue is my favorite color. After getting dressed, we'll continue forward as Alduin destroys Helgen, beating up the Stormcloak survivors we can find along the way. We'll also rescue the local bondage enthusiast, I mean, the Imperial torturer and his assistant.
Compañeros, venís justo a tiempo.
Although I'm not playing mage, at least not for now, we'll also steal this mage's clothes and his tome of sparks. The enchanting experience will come in handy for making ourselves strong. Also, spells and spell tomes make for fun collectibles. After killing some more people, we level up and immediately put the attribute increase to health. I like to get 200 health first and foremost so I can be tanky enough when I start putting levels into stamina or magicka. Also, we obviously get the extra two-handed damage with our perk point. Finally, once we smash some spiders and stab a bear, we can leave Helgen with our head still with us. Here we can enable survival mode, and start our quest to kill Alduin.
Mejor aquí que ahí fuera. Parece que esta vez se ha ido para no volver. pero no creo que tengamos que quedarnos para comprobarlo. El pueblo más cercano desde aquí es Cauce Boscoso. Mi tío es el herrero de allí.
Hadvar has kindly invited us to his uncle's home in Riverwood, but first, I wanted to see if I could get the executioner's axe and gear, because the axe has the longest range of any melee weapon in the game. Sadly, it was no longer there when I arrived. I guess Alduin needed a toothpick after he ate all of the good folks of Helgen. After that waste of time, I wandered around Helgen in search for the road to Riverwood, but I got a bit lost. So I ended up encountering some wolves, normally my pals, but today they seemed kind of hungry. After I killed the wolves, I met this stray dog who became my best friend. Let me know what should I name him. After recruiting my new friend, I found a run-down cabin with some silver loot. Also below the bed was a skill book, one of many I wish to collect. I also had to kill a skeever, who probably was the owner of the book. Then I killed some bandits in their camp. I was thinking of replacing my Stormcloak armor for some studded armor, but ended up being almost the same. I also found yet another skill book. Eventually I got to Pine Watch. This seemed like a nice home to take a nap in, so I killed the homeowner and tried to sleep, but the game wouldn't let me. Perhaps the pillows were too itchy, so I simply looted all of his food and replaced my greatsword with his steel warhammer. Of course, there's more in this house that meets the eye, so we'll come back some other time for a very important item. I walked some more and almost got to Falkreath. But first, I wanted to test my new warhammer against the local grass lady. Unfortunately, the Spriggan would scrap Dro'bar to death. Thankfully, I also found out that you can still quick save using the wait function, so nothing was lost in the end.
Ciudadano?
I walked down to Falkreath and paid the tavern keeper for a bed. Here I level up once again and increase my health. I'd evaded whenever or not get more damage or decrease the stamina cost of power attacks, but in the end, I figured being able to stun enemies a couple more times would be better. Once I slept until nighttime, I began walking the right path towards Riverwood, at last getting to choose my first standing stone. Somehow, the Nords have taken all of the power of the stars and put them in a convenient package. So, I picked the warrior stone to level up my two-handed faster. Still coping from the beatdown that the Spriggan gave me earlier, I decided I would kill the first person I saw. Thankfully, there's a convenient bandit-controlled mine nearby, plus I was hoping to find a greatsword or an axe, as the warhammer is too slow for my liking. Inside the mine I also found a clairvoyance spell and another skill book. Overall, it was a fruitful raid. Finally, we arrived to Riverwood so we can meet Hadvar's aunt. What? No. Shut the fuck up, Sven. As I was saying, we arrived to Hadvar's uncle's house, who will kindly let me use his stove to make some cooked food for our travels, and also gift us some supplies and the gear in his forge. In return, he has a task for us.
El Jarl necesita saber si hay un dragón suelto. Cauce Boscoso está indefenso. Tenemos que avisar al Jarl Balgruf en Carrera Blanca para que envíe tantos soldados como pueda. Si haces eso por mí, estaré en deuda contigo.
Hadvar, ¿de verdad viste un dragón? ¿Cómo era? ¿Tenía los colmillos grandes?
And so, we end the pilot episode here. Unfortunately YouTube won't let me verify my account so I can use the quote-unquote premium features. Perhaps they know my amazing thumbnails will blow everyone's mind. But regardless, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you liked it, or dislike if you didn't. Either way it helps with the algorithm. But before we go, I've always loved to count how many enemies I kill in my games, so without further ado, here's today's kill count. Roll the Doom music.